What does it take to find a runic stone? A stone relic with an inscription which is about 1,000 years old. The easiest way to increase your luck in Sweden actually starts by looking at the walls surrounding churches. Come in the evening, bring a torch. That helps to bring out the contrasts of the surface. When the church walls were built, all the stones were taken up from the surrounding grounds to be used as building material. From the point of view of a runic stone hunter, it is like having served archaeological finds to you. However, I realized that maybe I'm only able to see what is available from the side. The inscription that I'm looking for could be inside facing up. So ideally, I'm looking for a church wall that is deconstructed to see as many of the surfaces as possible. And before I got to the point of starting emailing a lot of Swedish churches asking, hello, do you have a deconstructed church wall that I can have a look at? I was struck by luck and drove by one. I know, the music sounded very promising, but this is also the perfect moment to remind you of that such a finding requires a lot of luck and will take time, maybe 10 years, maybe more. There are about 2,000 Swedish runic stones that have been found so far. And if you do find one, you will never be awarded by any Swedish national agency the way you can be when you find silver coins buried somewhere. Because by Swedish cultural heritage law, the runic stones already belong to the state. I also did some thinking of my own. If I had lived 1,000 years ago and wanted people to see what I had erected, I would put my runic stones in plain sight by the road. Turned out I was right. Many runic stones were placed along roads, so all I have to do is to find these old roads. Some of these really old roads can still be seen, you just have to know what you see. After people, cattle and carriages passing, to an untrained eye, they look like a ditch. And surely nobody put a runic stone underwater, so I don't have to skim the bottom of lakes to find one. With the same logic, I should also be avoiding looking at places where there used to be a lake or sea 1,000 years ago in Sweden, but dried up since. With the help of yet another map called Skyfallskarta, a rainfall map, engineers can see where water amasses after rainfall. The exciting part is that when looking at the shapes of the amassed water, that can reveal where the old roads used to be. And that is exactly what we're looking for. So if the runic stone already belongs to the state, that means you cannot bring one home, you cannot own one yourself, and actually you have to report it to a particular agency, which in turn will document all the details about the findings, because the surroundings, with place where the finding was made, also will reveal a lot about the stone's story. So it can be, for example, a particular place that will help us to understand what the text says and what the runic stones were used for historically. Now, wish me a lot of luck for my runic stone hunt.